They've now won a city and state title this year, a 10-year win regular season that has only been done 16 times in 125 years. They've gone the last 2 years being undefeated in the Coliseum. They have had 2 back-to-back undefeated Novembers. They have protected the victory bell the last 3 straight years. They were 5-0, 2 out of the last 3 years in the Pac-12 South, and are now undisputed Pac-12 South champions. They have a Rose Bowl to their credit and the opportunity to go win a Pac-12 championship. The guys are unbelievable, honorable men. I can't tell you what it's like to be surrounded by them each and every day and how proud I am of them. Credit to UCLA. I thought that was a hard-fought game as it come, and it was really neat to see those kids and coaches come together out of just pure respect for a really hard-fought game. Credit to these 2 men up here. The leadership that they provided us as captains has put us to this point. Injury-wise, Velus Jones left the game with an ankle. Rasheem Green left the game with a shoulder. Chris Brown left the game with a lower back. And then we'll be looking at Reed Budrovich with a left AC. With that, we'll take any questions that you have. Man, y'all must be tired after 12 weeks too.
Talk about the fake punt, or
Yes.
the punt that had the trick play at the.
Yeah, it's something that we practice each and every year. If you remember, we ran it against Oregon last year and ran it successfully for about, I think, 35 to 40 yards. And I thought Coach Baxter and our punt return team had it set up perfectly. All we needed was a good kick, and it was executed really, really well, and it gave us an early spark in the game. Well done by Michael Pittman.
What's the thrill like whenever you beat UCLA?
It's, anytime that you get into a rivalry game, especially when, we live together in the city of Los Angeles, 2 great universities, 2 great academic traditions, 2 great athletic traditions, and really 2 teams that I thought had a lot of respect for each other today. It was really a hard-fought game with a lot of good players on that field, and to come out on top is very rewarding for us. It's always good to have an opportunity to keep the victory bell.
Cam, how is it playing against a quarterback like Rosen, and how important is it to have a quarterback, an outstanding quarterback in practice so you can work with situations like that?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, Sam and Josh couldn't be 2 more different players in my opinion. But I think, we have the utmost respect for Josh Rosen, and I think he came out and showed exactly what he's about. He threw the ball all over and made some really big plays, but it helps going against another top quarterback in Sam, and with that level of competition every single day. So I think, again, credit to him, but I'm just happy that we're sitting here right now with a win.
Coach, I know rivalry games, we got the best in both teams, but were you surprised with how you guys played this entire year? Were you surprised that UCLA, with the struggles that they've had, was able to stay in the game for so long?
No, they're a good football team, and we really thought their offensive skill was phenomenal. You're talking about a bunch of great athletes out there. Theo Howard, Lasley, Josh Rosen. Those are all great recruits that came to UCLA and are doing great things there. We're fortunate that we went into the game saying we were going to have to play our best to win. It was going to be an emotional game. It was a game that we saw that with Josh back versus Arizona State, we thought their offense was hitting on all cylinders, and I thought our defense really did a great job of bending, not breaking, and really creating some huge turnovers in the game that really created separation for us.
Sam and Cameron, can you guys both speak to, in the great history of the school, 10 wins and what that means to both of you guys?
I think just being able to win 10 wins and then for the 2nd straight year being undefeated in the Coliseum really means a lot, especially it being senior day and wanting to send the seniors out on a high note. Beating UCLA, keeping the victory bell here, and just staying undefeated at home for the last 2 years, it's a huge accomplishment. It's nice to go 10-2 this year. We're gonna keep preparing for whoever we have to play in the Pac-12 championship game, and we're gonna be looking forward to it.
I think it's just huge for how much adversity we face this year. 12 games in a row, which I've never played 12 games in a row in my life, and going to Pullman and to South Bend and some teams that were really on point then, and you know we battled so much through the season, and to finally say that we're 10-2 is huge for us, and I mean it's a huge accomplishment for our guys and for Coach Helton and the staff, and I couldn't be more happy right now.
Sam, you knew it was going to be 12 weeks in a row when the season started. How much tougher was it than you might suspect?
Yeah, it's I've never, like Cam said, I've never played 12 straight weeks in a row, but yeah, I think you kind of just learn as you go when you're going through something new like that. Yeah, it was a new thing that I had to deal with and that our whole team had to deal with, and I thought we battled through it pretty well.
Sam, what was it? A lot was made of the quarterback battle. What was it like being on the field with Josh and knowing you had to kind of match him as he was driving his team?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because you know we're not technically battling against each other because it's I'm going against their defense and then our defense is going against him. So I think it's pretty interesting in that regard. But yeah, I think it's awesome to be able to battle against a great player like Josh. I got a lot of questions too when we played Khalil Tate, how cool it is to face another quarterback who's electric and can score points. I think whenever I get the opportunity, whenever we get the opportunity to play a great team and a great quarterback like Josh, it just you just want to compete to the highest level, and I think that's what we did tonight.
Clay, you talked about you have to play your best to win. Is that your best, or how do you evaluate that game when you look back at it?
No, we'll watch the tape, man. There's always things that we can fix and get better at going into a Pac-12 championship. I don't think any game is perfect, but I thought our kids did what was needed to be done to win a hard-fought ball game, and very rewarding for our team. There's a lot of happy players in there right now.
Sam, what was it like leading the band afterwards, and what did you think when the students were yelling "one more year"?
Yeah, I thought. I'm not going to say anything about that last part, but no, I think it's just so cool whenever I get the opportunity to lead the band. Whenever I know it is for everyone on the team. Whenever they get that opportunity, it's you don't get that opportunity everywhere you play. Not every college has that kind of tradition and all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool to be able to do that after a good win.
One more, anyone?
Cameron, you guys were able to put a lot of pressure on Josh at times, and how did you, like you said, there were a lot of yards, but there weren't many points. How do you assess what you did as a defensive guy?
I think when the going gets tough, our defense stands up, and when we're in the red zone, it's I think we've proven all year that we're a great red zone team, and when we get to get some pressure on a guy, I mean we're coming at all angles, and it's tough for any quarterback. So I think without watching film, I'm very excited with how we got to him, and in some key situations we stepped up and made a play when we needed it. It's huge.
Okay, thank you guys.
More, yeah.